Hello, Aries, and welcome to your timeless tarot reading. This tarot reading is intended for those of you that have a choice to make, okay? You could have a choice between two things. You could be at a crossroads about something and not sure which way to go. There could be a situation in your past that was left very open-ended, and you might wonder, well, why, what happened, why did it go down that way? So you can utilize this tarot reading however it's best suited for you and the answers you need. I've put 3 cards here to illustrate path A, path B, path C, okay? I'm going to shuffle them back into the deck before I do the readings. But you need to decide, do you need to know what's down path A, path B, but you have to label which path leads to where, okay? So if you just have a question about, what's the most likely outcome for me in this particular situation, and you feel like path C is the answer, that's what you would choose, okay? So utilize this how it best fits for you. I have put timestamps for path A, path B, path C below, okay? So go ahead to the timestamp you feel most led to. Alright, so those of you who are picking path A or path 1, however you want to look at it, we're going to pull a card to see what is the positive about this path and what's potentially negative about this path, okay? Alright, well that's, I feel like that is something that's just extra message actually. Like, you've got to be really focused on this path. Alright, so what's positive is we have summons. What's potentially negative is playful. So, Aries, what I feel with this path and focus flying out, you will have to be very diligent, very focused, very disciplined in whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whatever it is that you've asked this question about, alright? It's like you've got to, there's an element to this where it feels magical and you feel empowered, okay? But with a playful being a potential negative aspect, it's either whoever you're dealing with is kind of a sourpuss, or you've just got to be incredibly focused and disciplined. It's not going to be a whole lot of fun or a whole lot of time for play. So let's pull some tarot to get more information about why that is, why these 2 cards have presented themselves for this path. And, something, if this is about a situation of the past, it could be where, like, you were on point, Aries, but, whatever you were dealing with was not, like, a vibrational match to you, okay? It could have been where you were very focused and serious and all in, and the situation or person you were dealing with really wasn't, okay? Or it could have been vice versa, where you were, just having fun, more playful, and whatever you were dealing with was far more serious and just kind of, So let's pull some tarot to get our info. Alright, so we have the Queen of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune for summons, and we have the Emperor, that's your energy right there, and the Ace of Swords over here. So, Aries, what I am getting about this is, it's like you can't really be your authentic self on this path, okay? Because here's Aries, this is the card that represents you, and we have playful, and we have the Ace of Swords. So this being, the potential negative, it's like you can't be you. It's like you've got to be very serious, very focused, just not an authentic feeling. It's like there's things that you significantly have to change about yourself to fit in to this path, alright? Because over here for the positive, we have the Queen of Wands in this position, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune in this position. So it's like you're summoning, you're calling, you're wanting but there's a blockage. And if that's what's positive for you, it's like this path, it's not a no, but it's like, would you really be happy? I don't know that you would be. So let's pull in, overall most likely outcome for this path for you guys. Alright, so we have you are safe from harm, and the forces of nature favor you. Okay, so Aries, this path is not off limits to you, alright? It's not. It's definitely not. However, it's like this path takes a lot of work and focus and discipline, and like you've got to change a lot about yourself and become very grounded. And even if you're already responsible, it's like you've got to let some aspect of yourself go to fit into this path. And with these cards pairing up here, there is a lot of growth for you in a spiritual way on this path. Okay, it's not a no, but know that it will take a lot of work and focus on your behalf if you choose this path. Okay, Aries, and if this is something in the past that just kind of left, open-ended, or you weren't sure why, it may be that the other person involved, it's just like they weren't willing to put in the work that it would take to make this work, okay? Because I see a lot of like, this is my whole life, like I'm focused 100% right here, and like that's what brings the success, okay? So advice for this path is seek resolution. So Aries, if this is truly in your highest good, if you feel that you know it's going to be a big time challenge, I say go with it. Okay, go with it. But if this is a path where you're not 100% in, 100% sure this is what you want, you might not want to walk it, okay? This is for an Aries that's like, yep, I've made up my mind, there's no changing it, I'm going to do whatever it takes, I'm in for the long haul, okay? Seek resolution, healing. So, whatever this represents for you, Aries, it can happen, but you've got to figure out how to properly align yourself so that you have the highest success and, for this, whatever it is, relationship. There's not a whole lot here to actually define it down into detail like that, since this is a general reading. It's truly, this is different for each and every one of you, but whatever this represents, Aries, I'm telling you, you've got to be all in if this is the path you choose. And whatever obstacle you think you see, or any healing that needs to happen, like you need to get it, get that handled if you want this path. But there's some magic to this, okay? With the Queen of Wands in this position, the Wheel of Fortune, and Summons, there's definitely some magic to this path, Aries. So it could very well be worth it, whatever sacrifice, self-discipline, and change you will need to make to walk this path successfully. So those are your messages for path 1. I hope that offered you a little bit of guidance and clarity on making your decision, and I'm wishing you all the very best. All right, hello. So for path B or path 2, let's see what is a positive aspect of this path and a potential negative aspect of this path. Okay, so we have wishing. So this is like something you really want. It would be like maybe a dream come true, or a desire fulfilled. Okay, and what's potentially negative is this obedience. Either the situation or person you're asking about, how true and committed and in are they with you, or how true and committed can you be to this particular path and all it entails, Aries. Okay, so let's pull some tarot to gain more insight about this wishing and obedience. So, I don't know. And if you're asking about something in the past that did not work out and kind of left you confused, wow. Look at, as I'm saying that, these 2 threes fly out. 3 of Swords with 3 of Pentacles. This could be with a person or even about a job. If this is something that just didn't work out, where like a person just kind of left you high and dry, or you got fired from a job and you're like, what the heck even happened here? Honestly, I feel like this was not in your highest good, okay? Whatever this is here, this is like some deception, some shadiness, something that wasn't in your highest good. So if this just kind of like abruptly ended, whatever it means for you, Aries, I feel like it was because it didn't have your back. The cooperation was not there, all right? It was in your highest good. It really was, even if it doesn't feel that way. Okay, so we have the Tower and the 2 of Cups. Again, it feels like whoa, and then and now we have the Sun. There's some truth that has come out or will come out about this situation, okay? Because look, we have the Sun that wanted to fly out, and I really don't know if it was going to come out this way or this way. This, just from what I'm seeing, on this side, if it's this way, it's like all things come to light. If it's this way, it's like you have a feeling that there's something not quite right, and you are correct, even if like it's just not outright obvious or being said. So either way, in this position of the Sun, it's like, there's some things that you just don't see. Okay, and we have the 5 of Swords here. So if this is about like a particular person, you could really be wishing to like have a relationship or reconnect with somebody. And you with the Tower coming out, it's like you understand why things haven't worked out, or I just feel like whatever this is, it's attached to something from your past, Aries. I don't feel like this is, what's my path forward. This is more of like understanding of what the hell happened in the past. And right now, it's like this is more of getting back with this person or reconnecting with this person, or getting another job or being connected to some sort of institution or organization is like your desire here. Like, that's what's positive about this path, Aries, is it's your heart's desire, okay? And you understand why certain things in the past didn't work out. But for the negative here is, I'm not sure whatever it is that you're wanting is in your highest good. Like, I don't feel like it's as attached to you as you are attached to it. I don't feel like there's some honesty issues, there's some deception, there's things that you just don't see or know or understand about the person or situation that you're asking about. And it's just I don't know. And also, if there's been any sort of like deception on your behalf, this path, like, that would come to light. Like, there's no escaping that. So this is honestly very interesting. Path 2, path B, however you want to look at it. Let me just pull the overall outcome here, because honestly, Aries, I can't tell you. Like, sometimes things do need to come to light, right? So that we can get over it, move on, and heal. So this could be a very positive path, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the overall outcome is for this. The most likely outcome for path 2. Oh, okay. So we have the dagger and we have the satire. Okay, Aries, no. No, this is not your path. If this is about something of the past, like why didn't this work out? It was not good for you, okay? It was not good for you whatsoever. And there was a lot of deception, there was a lot of betrayal, and this just, nah. So if this is something of the past, Aries, seriously, you don't want this back, at least not according to this reading. Like, you just don't. And through time, I think you will really come to understand everything that happened, and, you know, you'll be thanking your lucky stars eventually, like you dodged a bullet, alright? If this is a representation of something for you where you really screwed up and now you want to return to something in your past to have a second chance or, you know, whatever, I don't think like you will be well received, or they just won't believe in you or something, okay? So if that's your question, you might want to just hold back and let some more time pass on that. As far as like this being a path for, you know, a question of how will this situation work out, or is this a good choice for me? No, it is not a good choice. No, Aries, freaking run. Let's get some advice. I don't like paths too. You've got to do what you've got to do for you and follow your heart. The Aries, my goodness. Path 2, be careful. Alright, answered prayer. Yeah. You need to pray. You need to ask for some signs, some serious signs. If you're like, I want to go down path 2 and I don't care what anybody says, before you do that, Aries, please call out to your spirit guides, your higher deity, you know, however you communicate with the non-physical, and say, show me the biggest sign in the world. What do I do if this just is not enough, okay? Because, man, I don't feel like this is a good path for you, Aries. I feel like there's something better, and once you let this go, whatever this is, there's an answered prayer coming in. So pray, reach out, say, show me the way, okay? So for those of you that were attracted to the second path, those are your messages. Heed the warning, but you've got to follow your own heart, right? So I hope that helped, and I'm wishing you all the best. Alright, so hello, those of you who chose path C or path 3. Let's pull a card here to see what is a positive aspect about this path and what is a negative aspect about this path. Alright, so positive, High Priestess. Your life could literally change right before your eyes. There's some things that are unexpected or unseen along this path, but in a very positive way, okay? So that's a nice card for the positive. Ooh, for the negative, we have the High Priestess of Spirit. And with this as a negative, this is more like there's a lot that is unknown or unseen about path 3, okay? And the universe isn't telling any secrets right off the bat. It's more like you've just got to walk the path and see what happens. So let's pull some tarot, Aries, and see what's up with all of this. Because I'm very, very curious, actually. That's the first time I've seen the two priestesses come out together in all of these so far. So very significant. This is a more of a spiritually directed path. I was going to tell you something, but it slipped my mind, so it will come back. Okay, Aries, let's see. We have 8 of Wands. we have your Aries right there, the Emperor. Over here, we have the sorry, my nose was itching. The Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I swear the universe has jokes. Aries, like I said, the negative is there's things that you just are not going to see or understand. Like, this is like you've got to take a leap of faith with path 3. And to me, this is like communication coming in, Aries being responsible, Aries knowing what they want, doing what they need to do. This is card 4. Aries is the card 4 of the Emperor in the tarot, very synchronistic right there. 8 of Wands, if you divide that, that would be a 4, right? So very stable, this path for Aries, even though there is a lot that you don't see about it. And with this here, Aries, I know there's going to be a lot of spiritual growth offered to you on this particular path. So I like this path. This feels very like the way to go. Now, if this is something that you're asking about of why it didn't happen in the past, or why things were left open-ended, honestly, Aries, what I feel about this is because that was not your destiny, okay? That it didn't work out. Things just kind of abruptly ended, or ended badly, or just the lack of clarity, understanding. Like, that was not your path. That was not your destiny. And, sometimes things have to end a certain way, or we would never walk away from them. And I can honestly say, I said that to my ex, like, you did the one thing I could never do, and that was end this, and, actually, like, officially break up our relationship. But it was essentially me 3.5 years later that ultimately walked away. But at the time, he needed to do that. So whatever it is that did not work in the past that you're asking about, if that's what you're asking about with path 3, you've got to understand that that was not your path, that was not your way, completely blocked by spirit for a very good reason. Okay, there's something else better for you. So those of you that are like, why? There is your why. It was not your way, and it's just not in your highest good. Now, for those of you that are like, path 3, how will that work out for me if I'm choosing that now? It's a good thing, okay? And I'm not talking about the past. This is a choice you have to make right now. What do I do? Well, this looks like a very nice path for you. However, you need to step upon it. True feelings are masked. So there may be more under the surface with the other person or persons involved in this path with you. Okay, so overall, most likely potential outcome with this path, the Siren and the Spirit. Oh my goodness me. So listen, Aries, with this particular path, those of you, again, asking about the past, yeah, it was not meant to be, okay? Those of you walking down this path now, asking about this path, I really see it like, it's so interesting. So, listen, it's like you're going to feel blocked, you're going to feel clouded, you're not going to understand, but that is a part of this journey, okay? So that you don't get distracted, all right? Because this says unforeseen forces watch over you. And this is what doesn't work out today is for your highest good, because there's, it's adding or leading to something in your future that is in your higher good than what you're reaching for or wanting right now today. So this path is not a no. It's like you've just got to start walking it, Aries, and see where it takes you. And there's a lot to be experienced with this path, okay? It's very, look at the Spirit, High Priestess of Water, High Priestess of Spirit. Oh my God, do I need to say more? So, whatever is going on for those of you that were attracted to this third path, It is divinely orchestrated, and you need to follow the guidance that you receive along the way on what you need to do. And if this is something about the past, it was not meant to be, Aries. It was not meant to work out, at least not then. Okay, what lies up ahead for all of us remains to be seen. So potentially in the future, because we have spirit here, it could show back up. But you're not going to understand or see that coming with the pairing of these two cards. It's like you've got to just walk the path and trust spirit, okay? So Aries, those are your messages. I hope that helped, and I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.